Hey, free thinkers. You know, these Gen Z kids, sometimes they just talk because I guess they want to hear themselves talk. So the other day I had this conversation with this young lady, and she said that she didn't want to be nothing like her mother, nothing at all like her mother. And I asked her how many sisters and brothers she has. She has two older sister and two older brothers. Um, her two older sisters are nurses. One of her brothers is a pilot, and one works for the government. And I asked her, of all them married, they all married with children. And so I was asking if she's married. She says, I'm not falling for that trap. I'm just not falling for that trap. I don't like how my father treated my mother. I'm not, she treated her like a slave. So I said, let me hear how she treat your father treat your mother like a slave. He said, well, he didn't want her to work. She had to stay home and raise us. And sometimes she could see the fetus in her mother's face. How she wasn't allowed to go out and work. So hold on a second. Hold on a second. Did you and your mother have this conversation? She said no, but I could tell. No, 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 no. Did you and your mother have this conversation that your mother told you that your father tied her up in the basement and wouldn't let her go to work? She said no. So before you start saying things like this, right? How do your other sisters and brothers feel about it? Oh, they're going along with it because, as you can see, they all have children. That's about if everybody have children, married, and they're living a good life. Where did your father go wrong? As you say, hinder your mother from being who she was supposed to be. She said, "No, I just don't like." No, no, no. How did your father hinder your mother from who she's supposed to be? I said, "You don't think your mother wanted to stay home and raise her children? You went to college? Yes, she's finished college. All your sisters went to, everybody went to college. So you don't think your mother stayed home and raised all of y'all so that you guys could have a better life than that they have? You don't think that's what your mother did?" I say, you see, you young people like saying stuff and don't understand what sacrifice means. Because every generation have to sacrifice to make the other generation better, right? So you're here saying that your mother, you feel that you don't want to do what your mother did because what how you feel about your father. Do you and your father have a good relationship? Excellent relationship. So what did your father do to your mother for you to think that what your mother did, right? She was being held back. Because you see, we think that being a mother, being a parent, being responsible, making sacrifice is somehow controlling. It's not controlling people. That's how the world work. But we have taught these Gen Z children, and a lot of this stuff is coming from the government and propaganda about holding back a woman or you're controlling a woman. So I said, so where are your parents now? They're in Europe. The woman that the woman that is in the basement is in Europe? Yes. So I say to say people, be careful what you say to people when they talk about sacrifices. We don't know what sacrifice is. Free thinkers.